welcome back to my channel. It's been a really long time since I filmed and I'm trying a new setup yet again, but it seems to be working right now, so we'll go with it. By the way, this is results of productive style number 2. I recently put up a video showing you how I did this, which you can check out down below. So yeah, this is the results. It's a lot of waves. I won't call it even wavy. I guess it's a bit curly. I don't know. But this is how it comes out, and this is probably good for 2 days. 3 if you're good at managing curls. But for me, 2 days is about it. So when I left Barbados, well before I left Barbados, I kind of left my wedding series just hanging. What had happened was, I was really busy doing a lot of wedding stuff and I didn't really have time to film. And a lot of the stuff I was doing was very personal to my wedding. And I didn't want to put it on YouTube for one, because in case Nick watched it, I wanted the whole thing to be a surprise. And 2, I don't know, it just felt a bit too much, like oversharing. So I kind of held off on filming the wedding series and then in videos in general, because every time I filmed a video, it either wasn't in focus or wasn't coming out how I wanted it to. So I kind of just went to vlogging, which was a lot easier, a lot less stressful. And then I got a new camera. That's what happened. So yeah, I'm gonna do a wrap up of my wedding series right now, but I'm gonna do it in 2 videos. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna tell you guys about my most helpful tools. So these are either apps or physical things that I found really helpful. So number 1 thing I found super helpful from the very beginning was Pinterest. Pinterest has a plethora of wedding ideas. It has wedding lists, wedding timelines, when to book, what vendor. It has everything. I was creating a Pinterest board for wedding ideas for years, with wedding ring ideas, wedding dresses and stuff like that, and that's great to get inspiration from. But then once you have your budget set and you want ideas for things that fit your budget, Pinterest is also great for that. So to set a budget, to decide how much to spend on what part of your wedding, Pinterest has it all. A big thing that helped us a lot was, for our wedding, we were providing our own bar, which meant that we had to decide how many drinks to buy and like what to supply the venue with. So that was a big help. So Pinterest has a lot of charts and stuff based on your guest size, your guest list size. Pinterest also had great ideas for like wedding favors and stuff like that. Unfortunately, ironically, I don't have it in my wedding favors, but I got them from Kate Aspen, and I actually have pictures of the boxes and stuff that they came in, because like when they shipped, a lot of them got broken. We had to, you know, talk to them about getting a refund for the ones that broke, but we over-ordered in anticipation of that. So that was fine, and they gave us the refund and everything, and they were really great. So Kate Aspen was great for that. We actually had mason jars with our name on them, our wedding date, and like a beach chair, because it was an island wedding. So yeah, we had that. For wedding favors, I got the idea from Pinterest, and we went the simple route for the mason jars, but you could do a lot more if you wanted to. So if you're really pushing to plan your wedding by yourself, Pinterest is for you. Like, go on Pinterest and just get everything. And even if you have a planner and everything, Pinterest is still really helpful. What it helped me do was that even when my planner was busy doing other things, I was, you know, making sure that I was on top of my game and keeping her on top of hers. So it's like, I would ask her questions like, when do you do this and when do you do that? And a lot of times she's like, it's done already. Another awesome tool that we actually we finished up, I guess, our use of for now is Wedding Paper Divas. Wedding Paper Divas is a website that gives you personalized stationery. So from them we got our save the dates, we got our invitations, and now we have our thank you cards and our programs. And what's great is that they're all in the same style, so they all go together like in a suite. And you can also input your own personal pictures and everything, so that it's really you. And I'll show you guys ours. I think they have free shipping in the US. I'm not sure. And there's also a discount code always. So Wedding Prepper Divas was awesome for that, and their customer care response is perfect. Always send you emails with updates and everything, so they were really, really, really helpful. Another useful tool was Wedding Wire. So I think I learned about Wedding Wire from Engaged to the Details, I'm pretty sure. Wedding Wire is basically a wedding planning app. You can put in your location, your wedding date, and it will create everything for you. So it'll give you a checklist of what to do when. It will give you a list of vendors in your area. Side note, it does not work in Barbados, I'm sorry. But if you're like in America or Canada, it'll work for you. And it tells you, like, you know, what nice vendors in the area, what kind of wedding you like, you know, it has everything there. So what I used it for was basically the checklist of what to do when, so that I knew I was on top of things and things weren't being forgotten. So that was great. Okay, so next category, I guess, is what to do when things get down to the wire. And, you know, things are being booked and confirmed, and you kind of get that jittery, like, oh my gosh, it's happening feeling. So just keep in mind, prepare for it, prepare yourself for it. There are going to be last minute stresses. You know, things are going to be forgotten, or, you know, you may have told yourself about that later and, you know, it's past later. So just prepare yourself for it. Don't get too stressed out. Like, it happens. Just get some ice cream, get some pizza, and find that person that you can vent to that won't get mad at you venting. Find that person. So another thing is that there are going to be changes and compromises to your original plan. Based on your budget or based on availability, not everything is going to be as you initially thought it was going to be. And that's okay. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it just has to be perfect for you. That sounds so corny. I think the best way to say it is perfect has different meanings at different times. Like, in the beginning stages of your wedding planning, perfect may be this extravagant thing. But then once you've established your budget and you're seeing how things are costing and how money is being spent, perfect may change. So, you know, based on the timing of everything, once you don't compromise the important things like your fiance and what they want, just keep in mind that perfect may change and you have to go along with it. You have to allow it to happen. When it gets down to the wire and these things are happening, like the changes and the stresses, and you're like, oh my gosh, it really shows the importance of having a good team. I had a great team, an amazing team, so much so that when I showed up late to my rehearsal, everyone was there and everyone was good. Everyone planned out. It was like I had to go there and be like, wait, where do you want me? So having a great team, it really relieves a lot of your stress, and it reduces the amount of compromise that you have to make. Once they understand what you want and everything, then you're solid, you're good. So what can help you have a great team is find vendors that have worked together before, that know each other, that know how each other works, that like each other. That's another big thing. Having a great team is very important, and it makes everything easy, basically. So, as always, there are going to be last minute to do things that only you can do, and you have to prepare for it. Like, I don't really have any, because I packed for my wedding. I did a lot of stuff for my wedding before Nick came in, so by the time Nick came, I was on vacation. Like, I was good. So a big thing is pack for maybes. If you're staying out of town for your wedding, or you're not at your house or apartment, whatever, pack for maybes. You never know what's gonna happen. You never know, like, I'm gonna need this outfit, you know, pack it. That was really helpful for me because in my mind, I thought I was gonna have time to go home and read and repack and everything, but there is no time. And I'm really glad that I overpacked rather than didn't bring enough stuff. So for me, just pack for all your maybes. And if you think you're crazy, it's your wedding, okay? Pack for it. One big thing I wish I did that I didn't do was pack for your honeymoon separately from, say, your wedding night or stuff like that. So I stayed at a villa before and after my wedding, and right after that I went straight to Vegas. So basically whatever was at the villa went to Vegas. And ideally I didn't want that. I wanted to go home and unpack and repack and stuff like that, but I didn't get to, so I overpacked for Vegas, like 10 days versus like 7 days. And like a lot of things I just didn't wear. So pack separately if you can, and if you can't, just find time to unload everything. I don't know. Try to pack separately. Okay, so one thing that my family care reminded me of that my sister was really like drilling into me was, you're not gonna have as much time as you think you're gonna have. Like, in my mind, I thought I would have all the time in the world to spend time with like the different family members from Nick's side, from my side, you know, lounge around and have a chat, have a drink. You don't have that. No, you don't have that time. Especially if it's a destination wedding or like out of town like mine was, where over half the guests was flying in. You're not gonna have that much time. Accept it. It's the guests that were only here for 3 days, or you know, were staying really far away that I knew I'd spend time with and talk to and everything. So that was something important to me, and I think I did it okay. I'm pretty sure I did it. I feel like I did it, and I didn't feel like any one guest was left out. So in that sense, I feel good about it. What we did was we made the rounds as usual, and I danced with everyone, and you know, I tried. So just know that you're not going to have the same amount of quality time with each family member or guest that you usually have, because they've never all been together at once. Never. And they probably hardly ever will be again. So in that sense, I just felt really special that everyone was there at one time. Then I felt bad, like, you know, the 20 people here, I can't talk to everyone. But it worked out great. And honestly, my wedding day was so much fun. But I'll talk about that later. So if you like this video, if you like these tools, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. And subscribe to my channel to see my next wedding video, which is going to be all about my wedding day. So I'll tell you guys from start to end all about my wedding day, and yeah, how things went. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!